Here we go. Final round of the players. Let's see what we can do. Speak to you at the end.
It's time to prepare for the dramatic season-long race for the FedEx Cup, brought to you by 2K Sports and the PGA Tour. This will be a historic day for one player. It's the final round of the prestigious Players' Championship. Hi again, everyone. I'm Andrew Catalan. Great to be back with you. We're following our featured player who's currently in the top 30. This is a big day to try to get closer to the top of the leaderboard. Let's get down to the first hole. That's a really nice shot. Looks like a similar approach to yesterday, Rich.
Got some good vibes after yesterday, trying to keep it up again today.
Buckle up. Take a look at this one. Really well done. A birdie putt coming up. This could be a big one. Ooh, that was close. This putt from 3 feet away. The putt goes in, and it's a par to open things up.
Very nice par indeed. Very solid hole played.
Here's a look at the par 5 second.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Well, bad shot, bad break. Whatever the case may be, that did not work out well.
It looked so good for so long, but now it's first cut.
This is the third.
What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous.
That was really well played. Okay, John, what do you see with this putt?
It looks like it'll start straight and then break a little to the right.
How did that not go in? Here's one to walk away with a par.
This is not a long putt, but there is a break to the left.
Well, after an approach shot like that, Rich, that feels like a wasted opportunity. The tee shot at 3.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
That's a tough one to swallow. Looking to get up and down from here. Magic with the short club. A 3-foot putt. He is climbing up the leaderboard after that hole. Here's a look at the tee of the par 4 fourth.
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
Setting this one up from about 100 yards away. This one is looking good.
And this is why we think this player is going to be world class. To produce that against Max Homa, wow, wow, wow.
As we check out how things stand, our leader has a 6-shot cushion.
Now on the tee after a birdie, fired up and ready for more.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad, but a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
This one heading to the bunker.
Second shot here on the 5th. Well, out of the bunker and onto the green, but still a fair bit of effort to go here. Setting this putt up from a mile away. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
I don't know that you can give this enough break off the left-hand side. Whew.
And that's going to be a pretty good outcome, that one, in the circle of friendship. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole.
Who doesn't love a par putt?
Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
After driving it in the bunker off the tee, that's a formidable score right there.
Currently 5 under for the event. The 6th is a par 4.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
Bit untidy, wasn't it? Standing over his second shot. And that shot back in the fairway. That should set up another chance. Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. That's the cardinal sin, leaving it short in the heart. And this one will be for bogey. And a bit of a setback there. Now he's 4 under for the tournament.
Teeing off here on the 7th.
As you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
That's going to work nicely for him. Looking at my yardage book, it looks like about 140 yards remain. There was a game plan there, and that approach was executed nicely. Henny, tell us about this putt.
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
I was already writing a circle on the scorecard. That one drops. Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6. We've reached the 8th hole. It's a par 3.
Par 3, 237 yards in length, a brute to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
This one a good distance away. John, your green side, what do you see in this putt?
It's looking like left to right putt on this one.
Well done from back there.
Not a bad effort right there from long range. Big breaking putt. He just didn't quite read it right, but it'll be an easy par.
4 feet to the cup. As we check out how things stand, our leader has a 6-shot cushion. We finish up the opening 9 with a par 5. I like the looks of this. What a great shot on the par 5, on and 2.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in 2 and get rewarded for it.
He has this putt to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard. John, you're down there. What can you tell us about this putt?
Looks like he's about 23 feet out.
And an outside chance here.
Oh. This putt for a birdie. Okay, moving on to the next. He is on the move now at 5 under for the championship.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And now teeing off on this par 4.
Coming off a birdie at the last, looking to add another one.
That's a textbook swing. And about 110 yards left to the hole. Wow, that one was just a little bit off.
Bit too much club there, wasn't it?
The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. There it is. The chip goes in.
Ah, nicely done. Great chip.
This one was a great chip in. I could watch this all day.
Before we move on to the next hole, we show you that our leader is up by 6.
Here we have a par 5. Is it time to get after it or play it safe?
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the second shots if you're not careful.
Now this one looks to be heading down the runway. Here we have the second shot into the 11th. Sadly, in the sand, but a chance to make up for the error. Sitting at -6. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And he needs this to save par.
He's got this putt to draw even with Max Homa.
In she goes. Let's head to the next. Currently at 6 under par overall. Welcome to the par 4 12th hole.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. And he's setting this one up from almost the same spot as yesterday on this hole.
Had a good result here yesterday. Hopefully conjure up some more of those good thoughts.
That was a great shot at the right time. Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
This putt puts him in front of Max Homa.
Currently at 7 under for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's see what happens here at the 13th.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
Oh, well played. Hasn't managed to birdie this hole this week. Ooh. Putting for a par now. And down it goes. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. We've arrived at the par 4 14th hole.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back 9, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Well, that'll work there. He's setting up for his second shot. Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Oh, that looked so good off the club. This player's dialed in. What a shot. This putt's about 4 feet from the hole.
This is such a great opportunity for birdie.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 8 under. He finds himself at a share of 15th on the leaderboard.
This hole is a par 4.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
That's the type of swing you want to take with you every time out. Let's go down to Henny.
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location.
Needs a little ground help to the left.
All right, the putter can come out now. Here's a putt to get to 9 under par. Henny is greenside.
Yeah, 15 feet out. He's been staring this one down.
I can't believe that didn't go in for birdie. The putt goes in. Our featured player is at 8 under par with just a few holes left. Okay, a quick look at the leaderboard, and it's a 5-shot advantage for our leader. Now to the 16th hole, a par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do, but watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
I think he likes that one. About 220 left to the hole. What an opportunity here to get to 10 under par. Okay, Henny, give us a read here.
Curling ever so gently right to left here.
That was on a pretty good line, but does not get to the hole. A tap in for birdie. You gotta love it. He makes the putt. That's birdie number 6 today. After that hole, our featured player is making a move. Let's go over to 17, the par 3.
Par 3, 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Yeah, this one's a little bit left. Not so nice.
Here's the second on 17. this putt from 6 feet away. Right on line, but just misses. And now this putt for bogey.
Well, it's not a long putt, but it has some left to right movement in it.
Okay, on to the next. As we move on to the next hole, it's a 3-shot cushion for our leader. Time for the tee shot at 18.
It's just one of the most difficult, visually intimidating holes I think you'll ever face in your life. Somehow, try and hit it down the right-hand side of the fairway, keep it out of the rough, and from there, hit it out to the right-hand side of the green somehow, also keeping it out of the rough or that pot bunker short right. Listen, you'd be happy to make 5 here, that's for sure. 4s are magnificent. 3s are unicorns. They really don't happen that much. It is such a difficult, demanding finishing hole, probably one of the toughest in championship golf.
Going with pitching wedge here.
Yeah, this one, it's veering off a little bit to the right.
That's another green in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
Henny, how tricky is this one?
I've had a look from both sides. This is a right to lefter. Oh yeah, this is tracking nicely.
Well, that's the way you finish. A birdie on the closing hole. Love the back and forth barbs between our featured player and Max Homa this week. And Henny, in the end, our featured player comes out on top.
There was so much tension out there today, Andrew, after all of those back and forths you mentioned. This competition was fierce. I've never seen 2 players wanting to win so badly. And because of that, this player should take a huge amount of confidence from their victory today.
Well, that's it for today. On behalf of Rich Beam, Luke Elvey, and our entire crew here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan saying so long. We'll see you next time.
Down to only one for CPU. Next tournament. Valspar. Nice. Valspar. Summerlin. San Antonio. Lone Grove. Right. Thanks for watching. See you for the next tournament.